Alrighty, let's finish asking her some questions, shall we?
Do you think she dyes her hair?
Let's talk a bit more about Joe Dunn.
Yes, I think she does. Clearly. The rest of the hair on her body is white.
Yeah, and like she has like ears sticking out with ear tufts. Like her ears are full of hair, and that hair is a different color than the hair on her head.
Yeah. Alright, let's ask about his daughter first.
I heard his relationship with his daughter wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Poor man. I don't have kids, but that has to be really hard.
Really, that's all she's gonna give us?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well, that's tough.
His wife died years ago. Maybe he never got over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he did. That was a long time ago.
She's literally saying nothing. She's literally giving us nothing. Alright.
It's like oddly cruel.
Maybe he simply had money issues.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. The gym didn't really get that dirty lately.
Okay.
Can I ask you about
That was his
your job?
only source of income.
Which one?
Alright. How long have you worked at the gym?
How long have you worked at the gym?
It's been, 4 or 5 years? Although, I don't think I'll be able to set foot in there again.
This must be really hard for you. I'm sorry. Tell me about your work here in the diner.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. My
Convincing.
boss.
Oh, glad to hear that.
She just doesn't want to say that she hates it because her boss is cooking.
Other than the diner and the gym, you don't work anywhere else, right?
I wouldn't have the time, although I'm not sure I want to continue working at the gym.
I just appreciate the moment of realization. Like, oh, glad to hear it. We're lying today. We're lying to each other.
Yeah. That is funny. Yeah, it's just like, we're not going to talk about anything here because we're both acknowledging that we just can't have a conversation. Let's see. What do you think? Should we tell her to stay away from the gym or that she shouldn't quit?
I got really fixated on how odd that baseball poster looks.
Yeah, the baseball poster is sticking out.
Trying to figure out his shoulders and what's going on.
I mean, we don't want her to run.
Yeah, but what if she's in danger?
I don't think she is.
The first death is never the last death in these.
It's true, but I don't know if she's in danger. Because she found the body, but like she had nothing to do with it. She was the last person on the scene.
Yeah,
Let's
it
go
depends
ahead
on whether or
and-
not that's enough for them.
Yeah. I'm going to tell her not to quit.
If I were you, I wouldn't quit. Trust me, it might be painful at first, but time heals
Oh.
all wounds.
That's like
Joe
a
used to
nice...
say the same thing. Maybe. I don't know.
They died.
Thanks.
And we got a good clue. She calls Joe Joey.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I'm afraid not. It's too painful.
I know.
What was
You
that
need to
cut?
find Dunn's body. Anything, any minor detail could really make a difference.
I'll try.
All right, I guess...
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
All right, I guess that's all we can get from that. What's going on back here? Is it just a parking lot that we can't get access to? Wait, there are people in the diner now, but there's no people when we go in there?
I don't know if the camera shows that angle, does it?
I mean, we can see some of the tables.
I can't remember. I just remember him saying that there's no one else at the counter, but that doesn't... There's no one at the counter there either. Look at that two-dimensional bookstore.
Yeah, this really low-res bookstore.
You have walked too far.
There's nothing this way. Okay. Oh, get out of my way, bear.
he thought you wanted to
so-
meet him.
Yeah, he was like, hey, how you doing?
He was happy to see you.
All right, so we missed out on using sense on the goat. Whoa, I was trying to...
Hi, Mr. Blacksad.
You weren't even close to the door.
No.
That's quite an interaction prompt.
I'll let you
It's
get back to work.
incredible.
See ya.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Like, yeah, that just stays on screen, and if I press it at all while it's on screen, I will
Yeah.
teleport right back there.
It almost
That
feels
is
like one of
nuts.
those like wild artistic choices you'd make. Like everywhere I go, I just end up back at the diner. What does it mean? What does it mean?
All right, I'm trying to figure out if there is another path we can take to get back to Blacksad's house, or if I have to literally investigate the lockers again to get the prompt to come back up to go back to his place. Because I don't have like a fast travel menu on like my buttons or anything. Yeah, I think I have to. I think I have to go back.
I wonder if it's a genuine time progressing storytelling mechanic, or if it'll just be like,
I have a
oh,
car.
well.
I have a car. Okay. So yeah, dang, that's gonna be real weird. Let's see if we can interact with the goat, and if we can't, we'll just go in through the back. It's fine. Save ourselves some time. Oh, I mean, like, honestly, I'm liking the vibes so far. It is a excruciatingly slow adventure game. That is for sure. But now that I kind of know what to expect, I get it. I don't really know what we would have found sensing from the goat anyway. My guess is that he's actually like a tutorial for that, maybe. So can I not use the phone anymore? I can't. That's wild. I thought I was gonna be able to give what's his name a call with more clues. All right, let's wander back over to the locker room. Where is it? Is it over here? No, that's the exit. Over here.
Really starting to get a feel for why 2D adventure games started to add the thing where you just double click the border to skip to the next screen.
Yes. All right, and we have wow, I got stuck in that screen for a second. There's this clue.
On the surface, it seems dry, but there's no dust, and it's damp underneath. It could have fallen the day Dunn died.
Well, yeah. We also know
On
that
the
a paint
surface,
can
it
was
was
thrown
calm
away.
and ready to drop bombs.
Who do the footprints belong to? We should have
Well, that's a good
investigated that
find.
earlier.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
a
what
big
is
find
this?
to get this laid in. Somebody fucked up and heavily telegraphed clues. This is what people think police investigations are actually like. Like,
Yeah,
you just gotta solve it via the weird comical clues that all of the bumbling murderers just put everywhere. Oh, I spilled paint, and it's now I gotta go around town seeing whose boots this matches. Like we're looking for Dorothy.
All right. I mean, maybe we can now interact. Let's go check to see if we can interact with the trash can now that we actually interacted with the paint first. We're looking here. I mean, we know it was the second person who left who threw the paint can, so. Maybe we can interact more with the footsteps outside. I'm not seeing. Yeah, I don't see any more of them. I thought he was dead for a second. I was like, oh no.
Every time I cut to him and he wasn't talking, I thought he might have died, and I was worried.
he just
no.
shuffled off the mortal coil.
This poor old man doesn't deserve this.
All right, let's look at our notebook.
This just
real
happens
quick.
so much in narratives where it's just like, oh, you've outlived your usefulness for 5 seconds, like in the narrative. I guess it's time for you to die.
It's
Little
the
Weekly.
boy. He's right here. We got pictures of him
Look
now.
at him.
That's so nice. What a delightful little man.
It's the stinky boy.
He is. He's a smelly guy who changes his underwear once a week.
That's why he's called that name. Don't like it. Change your underwear, you fucking gremlin.
But I'm sure there are people on Twitter that like that a lot.
Yeah, they're like, I would like a weekly subscription to his underwear.
All right, let's go back to Blacksad's apartment.
It's $30 a month. Let's go.
Time to fast travel. Ka says, y'all giving me the hard sell on weekly.
Remember correctly, in the second issue, he's drinking a bourbon milkshake, which is
Yeah.
quite a choice. Weekly makes a lot of choices.
I hope that wasn't a client. Although probability would suggest a cold call. Or, even worse, the War Veterans Therapy Group.
Oh man, therapy would do John Blacksad so much good.
I'm pretty sure I left the lockpicks on the table.
Did Weekly steal them?
I mean, the table got its ass beat.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can solve this, Detective John Blacksad. Where could they have fallen?
Oh
when
no,
everything
it's the
got
tutorial
obliterated?
mission we probably should have done at the start of the game. Where are my lockpicks?
It stood out to me that they just straight up
Sometimes
quoted the
I also
comic at the
use it to
beginning.
type out reports
Yeah.
that nobody reads and invoices that nobody pays.
I don't know if they've been
Interesting.
doing that much, but I know there's specifically the line of like he talks about the state of the room and how it's a metaphor for his life. I'm like, that's like the second line
Yeah.
of the comic, basically.
Yeah, it's like literally on the second page as he reads that, he says that line
right after
out loud.
the opening line of Dead Woman.
Oh, he was handsome.
No,
As opposed to now where he's fugly. Am I right? Get
he looks
wrecked.
completely different now.
Hanging
like some-
pictures of yourself is a little weird.
I was happy once. Here's the proof. Oh, look on the shelf there. It says therapy.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Look at that monkey. He's so happy.
Oh, Morley's. I think
Hey, these Morleys are the best. That's blurry now. Why is it blurry?
I
Craig,
don't know.
it's out of
It's
this world.
out of
Why
this
is
world.
why does it go out of focus when you inspect it? All right.
Bad depth of field.
A visiting friend once
Man.
told me that New York City smells like a giant bonfire. I'd say the
Oh,
smell is
man.
rubbed off on me.
Man,
I waited years for this game to get patched. It has not quite. It still hasn't really been enough.
No.
'Cause I heard
I'm gonna
the
be
game was
harsh and
unplayable
say-
at launch, so I specifically waited to cover it. I was literally like I had an opening in my schedule planned specifically for this game when it was launching, and then I'm like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this game is maybe a little bit janky.
Walt Hathaway. Oh, he's wearing a shirt. I could not parse that at first. It's so like form-fitting on the top half, and the bottom half is so crunkled. Even more therapy.
The answer is that he pretends to drink because he has multiple full bottles of
Who
bourbon.
cares if I drink or not? The truth? I use tequila to clean my lockpicks. In fact, I just finished cleaning them when that rhino walked in. Maybe we knocked him down
Hardcore.
during the fight.
Over there? How? Is that what that camera's suggesting? That they somehow went all the way over there?
I think so. Man, this depth of field is pretty brutal.
No, this is
Good old
busted.
Weekly did a fine job
Damn.
with these pictures.
This is apparently Weekly's specialty is photographing man ass.
Yeah, Weekly loves it.
I wonder if that
I set
rhino
this
would
up
ever
with my
have the nerve to
Chekhov's
use it.
comment. I don't know if that was in the episode or not.
All right, let's see. We have
Wait,
our
he
phone
also has
call.
he also has a statue of a black cat.
He does. That brings up lots of questions.
That's somehow weirder than him having photos of himself in his room.
Very weird.
Why wouldn't there just be photos of
What
the
if
woman
only thing
from?
that keeps you going is the very thing that won't let you move on?
Literally what you were just saying.
Yes, I was literally about to say, why aren't there photos of the
Too
woman
soon
from
to say
that died
goodbye.
at the first
She wouldn't
comic?
hear me anyway.
You're still not ready to forget Natalia.
Yeah, I was like,
Poor
why? He's like,
Natalia.
I figured she's one of the people that'd be photos of, someone he cared about.
Literally
fir-
as we're picking one up.
Yeah, that's it's very funny. It's another photo of her, of him.
It's little Blacksad with like a professor.
Is that
maybe?
that's the owl?
Yeah.
That's the owl
Oh,
from
it is.
from
You're
the
right.
third comic, Red
Red Soul.
Solstice.
Red Soul.
Red
I
Soul.
think.
Red Solstice, I think, is a superhero comic. Yeah, I think that's the one about communism.
What did you do
Yep.
to earn the admiration of a millinery culture, distant cousin?
That's some good continuity. That's the one that neither of us read yet. Neither of us reread yet.
Yes.
We both
I read
got
the
caught
first.
up on the first two last night.
Yeah. I read the first omnibus of Blacksad about 10 years ago when I was sitting in my artist commune friend's apartment in Boylston, getting drunk off my ass on absinthe for the first time, the day before I got my visa interview at the Japanese consulate to move to Japan.
I read the whole
was
series like 4 years ago, and they're great.
Commissioner Smirnoff
then-
smoked that cigarette.
Ooh.
It's our first look at him
Judging by the way he
glitching
put
out a
it
little bit.
He was pretty nervous.
I like the detail reveal there that John hasn't gotten rid of the cigarette because he's saving it for when he really needs an indirect kiss from Smirnoff. We can't throw it away. It's too
The
good a
cigarette
chance.
touched Smirnoff's lips.
Ooh woo.
I can still smell him. So I read the first 5 that have been, which were all we had for a long time, for like I read them like 4 years ago, and then I do have the first half of the new volume that's out now, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, the others
really-
aren't
they're-
out. The other parts or whatever, they're coming out like later this year, I think.
Yeah, there's I think it's being released in two halves or something, very slowly.
Yeah.
But it's like it's been so long since any Blacksad's been out that I'm like, yes, please. I want to say the other one's like was 10 years
Smells
old
good.
already before this
Tasted
came out.
even better the day Smirnoff brought it, in exchange for a favor. A favor no cop should ever be paid for.
For killing someone, that's what he's saying, because he killed someone in the last case chronologically. He literally iced a dude. So
And
that's
Smirnoff
one of the reasons.
literally told him to kill him, basically.
Yeah. Smirnoff was like, we'll cover up a murder if you take care of it, because it would just mean that justice exists.
This is a core difference between Blacksad and Batman.
Yes, I was
Is
just
that
about to say,
in the
Blacksad would
first
kill the
story-
Joker.
Yes, in the first story, Blacksad just executes the Joker, basically.
It is great. Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. Get the toy from under the door.
Yeah.
All right, am I going to need to... Here we go. Oh, a QuickTime event to move the couch. Just what we all needed. Wow, I got to move that quick.
Yeah, you gotta level up those fighting game muscles.
I'm not strong enough to move my own couch. How do we get it in here?
What? Do you need to find a lever?
Do I need to
Is it
drink
Is
some
it tap or
whiskey?
hold?
It's tap.
Have you tried holding it?
I can.
Just
I'm
in case.
95% sure it's tap. All right, I'm holding it.
No.
Yeah, it's tap.
No gamer moment for me. Can you fix those fucking books? Oh my god. I hate the weird stacks of nightmare books that are also on the couch.
Oop.
Actually bothering me.
There we go.
Maybe
All right, let's
maybe
see
you
if I
need
can brute
maybe-
force it.
with clicking. Ooh. What did you do?
I turned on the turbo function on my controller.
Oh. Hacker.
Most detectives feel safe with a gun in their pocket. Me, I prefer lockpicks. At least I know these little fellows won't backfire.
I think maybe the frame rate is making it harder to finish.
Is it too high?
I think so. I think my computer's too good.
John, I thought you were on the case.
Hey, I'm just doing my job. Next stop, Bobby Yale's place.
All right. Just try to be a bit more communicative.
I tried to
Made a
walk
crappy
in.
impression, and now Sonia has second thoughts about you.
What? I tried to walk into the room to have more of a conversation, and she literally.
And now
I got
Blacksad's
waved out
saying
of the
we're going
room.
somewhere else, but we wanted to go back to use the lockpicks we just got.
Yeah, Donna Blacksad.
Blacksad.
Call your ma
Beep, 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 beep.
or sister. I don't remember.
Hello?
Hi, Ray.
Hi. Who are you?
Take a guess. I already gave you a clue. I know your name, so...
I don't know.
That means I'm a detective.
No way. My Uncle John is a real detective, and he's way cooler than you.
Get dunked on.
You're Uncle John. Uncle John, I guessed it. I'm a
Yeah, it's his
detective,
sister.
too. Mom, it's Uncle John. I guessed it.
You got me, Ray. Congrats.
What did I win?
What do you want?
I won a gun. Bang, bang, bang.
It's the 50s.
All right. You've earned it. How about a toy gun?
Come on, Uncle John. That's not fair.
Oh my god.
Mom's coming. Bye, Uncle John.
Ray, is that the way you say goodbye to your uncle?
Oops. Love you, Uncle John.
Now go put on your jacket. We're late.
It's not fair.
Oh my god.
Surprise. How are you?
Hey, Donna.
It's
Bang, bang.
It's interesting that the kid is like the most
Everything's
believable
fine.
actor so far.
Don't you worry about me.
I do worry about you, especially when you tell me not to.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Hey, we're kind of in a hurry. Ray's got a dentist appointment. I'll call you soon, okay? I'm really sorry.
Sure. One last thing.
Ray, hurry up. We have to go.
Did you find a job yet?
I did. I'm a tour guide in Santa Fe. Okay, now I really have to go. Bye, John.
Bye, Uncle John. Bang, bang, bang.
No, no. You've ruined this child.
I have this kid is gonna.
You've made this child her problem.
Yeah, the kid's gonna join the NRA now.
No. Kid will remember this.
All right,
You
let's go
changed
back.
you changed the entire course of his life from here on
Looking
out.
back, I wish I'd never found my lockpicks. Maybe I wouldn't have gone back to the gym. All hell was about to break loose.
Oh no, not hell.
Narrative irony. What's gonna happen at the gym?
Ooh woo, stepbrother.
No. Help, stepbrother. I'm stuck in this noose.
Oh no, that's bad.
This is not a good camera angle in Blacksad.
No, it never is.
This is the opening
Bobby
camera
Yale's
angle of the
place
second
was on the
issue.
way, so I decided to drop by, lockpicks in hand. The gym could wait.
The game's just deciding for us where we're gonna go. Fuck your plans.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of
regularly
weird.
just throwing your plans out the window.
Like you think we'd find something useful in the locker that we could then piece together at his place, but I guess
Sonia
not.
and Jake had already searched the place, to no avail.
Oh, it's
It's
a
very
it's a mini game.
It's very strange to leave to get lockpicks for a specific reason, then then not follow through with that afterwards at all, and not get the choice.
That's not how lockpicking
A
works.
good detective would have better luck. I know it may
Oh.
not seem like it.
You're
but-
about to lockpick your skull.
When
Oop.
someone hits you like that, you know you're onto something.
Black
It's only
Sad
fair to
meet
show
Black
some
Jack.
gratitude.
You're weaker than my couch.
Long time no see.
Oh, it's these two.
You actually did it. You ruined my life. But trust me, you'll pay for this now that my partner is sleeping.
Damn cat. Well done, Colbert.
It's out of focus because he's out of focus in his life.
Time to get our
How
asses
about
beat.
this? For every wrong answer, I'm gonna give it to you with this club. Deal?
He's just required to get his ass
Calm
beat every
down,
issue.
will ya? Revenge is a dish best served.
Wrong answer.
That was not very impactful sounding.
First.
No.
Second question.
I'm not really sure what he
the hell
did,
are you doing
honestly. Dude, use your senses.
I am not gonna lose this opportunity.
Yeah, you can't trust them to stick around. His eye.
It should start to swell any moment now.
Nice, get wrecked.
Ooh, a lapel pin.
A shamrock? Is he Irish?
Isn't that is that prohibition stuff?
It
For your secret
can
bars?
be, but I think in this case,
One more time.
it's like
what
a
the hell
mafia
are you
thing.
doing here?
Lackadaisy has me primed to look for them as like
Are
speakeasy
you of
things.
Irish descent?
I've got an Irish boss, just
Yeah.
like my friend Colbert here. I'm sure the name O'Leary rings a bell, right?
Desmond O'Leary. If you live in New York City,
He's
you've
hot.
certainly heard of the richest bookie in town.
Look at this goofy man.
After everything that's happened, I was beginning to feel like this case was finally moving forward.
We got more info.
Wrong answer.
But I was wrong.
Now,
Guy's voice,
where were we? What the
No,
hell
it's
are
not
you
working
doing
for
here?
me.
it does not fit.
I know your friend Colbert and his wife.
Now he wants to insult you. All right then, he's
Oh, dear.
all yours.
You made a choice today.
Now it's your turn. I'll call the boss.
You'll be sorry for what you did to me, pal.
He just looks at that fist like he's
Look at
really
this
ready.
fist.
He loves
Desmond.
it.
We caught some damn detective snooping around Bobby Yale's place. Yeah, hired by Dunn's daughter. Safe and sound? What do
His
you mean
meat packing
exactly?
sounds in the background.
Sure.
Sounds like they're up to something.
Will do. Colbert,
Ooh.
stop hitting him, you beast.
What a shame. We were just getting to know each other.
This is so goofy.
I'm sorry, this game can't do violence at all. It
No,
doesn't
it's
work.
Not very good at it.
And that time they just flat out didn't show it at all, so they didn't have to animate it. But it doesn't. The audio doesn't sell it, and like it's just every attempt at violence is not working so far. It's rough.
It is weird though, because you mentioned earlier like the
source
the
material's
comics have
really
like
good
really
at it.
dynamic fights.
Yeah. Yeah, the way he dives like head first into the ground and shoots the rat through the window and everything in that scene like is wild. Oh god, this game's gonna try to do boxing, isn't it?
Thanks, pal.
So, what else can you tell me about Dunn's death?
Well, not much. My memory's not what it used to be.
That's what he says in the comic.
Yeah.
These two are extremely not friends.
No, this guy on the right, the gorilla, like really busts John's balls constantly.
Yeah. He literally he mocks him about his dead ex-girlfriend.
Dunn wasn't black, but he allowed you and Bobby Yale to train here.
Yeah, this was the first integrated gym in the city, I think.
What was Joe Dunn like?
He was a decent man. Have you seen all those slogans on the wall? Those motivational phrases? Joe really believed in them. All of them.
All right.
He played the saxophone, right?
Yeah, pretty well for a white boy. But he quit when his wife died. Makes no sense, right? I mean, nothing draws chicks like the brass. Why quit when you're finally free? Ha 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 ha.
It's like a Dark Souls laugh. Oh my god.
It's amazing.
Joey Dunn.
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although, she didn't call him anything after she died.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so those two were involved then, so she knows more probably.
Yeah, they're definitely involved.
I found an empty wine bottle on the rooftop. Did Joe Dunn drink?
Only for a while, back when his wife died. But eventually he quit. After that, he'd only drink on special occasions.
Was this game developed for a different language first?
Not a clue.
The developers are Spanish, and the comics
okay,
are Spanish.
I was gonna say the comics are Spanish. I don't know if the game was developed in Spanish first, and then this is like some iffily directed localization.
Yeah, I mean, we can try it. We can turn on the Spanish dub and see what it sounds like sometime. All right, let's see. This was about Bobby, so let's ask about family.
Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Yeah, and his wife, Bobby's mom, died shortly after. Dunn is the closest thing the family the poor kids had ever since.
Interesting.
You said Yale joined a gang back in the day? Know which one?
Hell, I don't know, John. This is New York City. Yeah, more people.
It's like he had to the fact that he didn't know and didn't remember anything had to load into his memory before he could respond.
How annoyed should I be? I'm thinking about it.
Apartment. I think he might be involved with O'Leary, the bookmaker.
You sure? Yale had some dark years, no doubt, but Dunn turned him into a decent guy. I'm no detective, but I wouldn't follow that lead.
If Yale's gonna fight the reigning champion, he's got a big career ahead of him.
He hasn't lost a single fight since he turned pro. The little bastard beat the socks off me a few years back.
So we at least know that he's like actually he's got something to back up the claim that he might be able to win. So yeah, Sonya might be rigging this game if he comes back. Maybe he's in hiding because he's being targeted by, what was it, O'Leary? Because O'Leary has money on the fighter opposite him. That's my current working hypothesis. And yeah.
How far in advance do they take bets?
Pretty far. I mean, it's only happening in like a month. The betting pools would be open at this point. But I think that my guess is that, like all Blacksad stories, it's going to be circuitous and winding, and it's Sonya is looking for Bobby and wants to, like, she didn't want her dad to die, but her dad probably got involved and like learned of the gambling ring and then like tried to persuade Bobby not to do it and then got killed for that. That's my guess. That's what I'm working on in my little noggin right now.
Yeah, because you have to think about the incentive the character has to hire us if they are behind stuff.
Yes.
What can you tell me about Sonya Dunn?
She's hot, ain't she?
Horny fuck. Yeah, I guess we can just ask about them.
You two seem to get along nicely.
Well, I've known her since she was a baby. But she sure has grown, if you get my drift.
We call that grooming now.
I haven't seen her since she left for college about 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
It seems like her father's death didn't really upset her.
Well, she likes to play it cool. which makes her really hot.
Dude.
You didn't care about when your family died. I'm attracted to that.
You're like 45 years old. Chill out.
I better let you get back to your drills.
All right.
Let's go talk to...
Those are basically his two character traits, is that he talks about being attracted to women, and he talks about not caring about people dying over and over again. So it's true to the comic, I guess.
Yeah, and then he busts John's balls constantly.
Haha, your girlfriend got murdered, and also she slept with other people before she got murdered.
Hole and other
Hole.
poems?
Okay. Sure.
All right, so Yale.
The chest expander.
Yeah, your very own portable
Look at
gym,
that
up
old
to 5
font.
resistance springs, boost your upper body strength.
3 different fonts.
Yeah.
Graphic design is my passion.
Whole poems.
Oh, it's that guy.
Abraham Greenberg.
I think he's the housemate or whatever of the lion.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing references. They're doing references to all the other comics.
All right, so now we know that Bobby Yale was the guy, was the third guy, I think.
Well, this screen filled in.
Yeah.
I'm amused that the cover of that book was that character doing his most punchable face. Why does the game have a time limit to your choices on this screen?
That is really weird.
This is where you try to connect clues.
Yeah.
Hey, so happy.
This much. The chest expander in the trash belongs to Yale.
There we go. So it said we had 1 deduction to do, so I think that's all we can do right now.
So that's
with
the thing
that
you
one.
can choke somebody out with.
Oh, it is something you could choke someone out with. Maybe Joe was hung posthumously.
Seems easier.
Yes.
It's such an unreasonable way to actually kill somebody, but it's like a thing you could do as to obviously send a message. No one's hanging someone like this as a secret.
Darn it. Okay.
There's something fishy about a suicide?
Something fishy about done suicide. There's paint stains. Yeah, no, we can't. Let's try to link these two. No.
Nope. Angry face.
I just want Blacksad to think about the explicit photos for a few seconds.
Just thinking about him?
Yeah.
Just thinking about him?
All right. Okay, so
There's
I think that
something
we're
very
just...
goofy about his little thinking face.
It's nice that we have a menu that shows us some butt cheeks whenever we want them.
Whatever you want.
Every game should have a butt cheek menu.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to Sonya, see if we can get anything from her. He just teleports up those stairs every single time.
It's a time saver, and it's a smooth transition.
Miss Dunn, can I run a couple of questions by you?
If they'll help you find Yale, go ahead.
Sherlock needs the little arrow pointing you to where the clue is. That's something I'm enjoying about this.
Blacksad needs glasses.
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
Now,
Oh, because he noted. Yeah. Oh.
Weekly.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh my God! You let him die. You let Weekly die. He's the first death of the game. The QTE came out of nowhere. Goes right through the one cracked glass.
Oh, look at him. What a little weenie.
Hey, look.
Isn't that Cassidy?
Yet again, I have managed to click the option that changes the scene.
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up?
His nervous laughter is freaking me out.
I don't want anyone to see you.
What a little dingus.
He's resourceful. He's just a gremlin.
He's just a gremlin. He loves naked people. He wants to take pictures of the pretty girls. Like, that's all he wants.
Even the most hapless of creatures has a gift.
He's got his bourbon milkshake.
Float.
Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
This bourbon shake is delicious. Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which
they just
makes
periodically
her the
quote
first
the
woman
comic.
to run a boxing gym.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Why did he commit suicide?
Well, it's pretty obvious.
Is that so? Care to shed some light on this, Sherlock?
Well, there's no need to look for reasons. People hang themselves every day out of sadness and stuff like that. End of story.
All right.
Weekly continues to be a terrible detective.
Yeah.
It's no secret that boxing and corruption go hand in hand. Dunn seemed like a decent man. Maybe he got tired of fighting. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, the bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The
Yeah,
same O'Leary
what is
who
that?
used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
And then there's
The effects are so weird.
Who was that guy?
They
Come
are.
on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
He might know why Dunn killed himself, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons?
Keep Weekly entertained or get real
He
information.
was right. Cassidy could have known why Dunn killed himself. Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The farther I kept him from the gym, the better. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order or a subtle suggestion?
A suggestion.
Yeah, you might be right about Cassidy. But, it won't be easy to make him talk. He seems like a pretty tough cookie. Only a thorough and efficient detective could pull it off. But the problem is, I already got enough on my plate.
You're a lucky man, John Blacksad.
I don't follow.
You just found the thorough detective you need.
Oh,
There's
of
something
course.
weird
What
about
a
his
Stuff
great
about
snout.
his mouth.
How did I
Yeah.
not think of you?
Hey, don't sweat it. But you'll have to do me a favor. Tell Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
Are you gonna shower first?
You know, there's a third option. What if I tell Sonia to sue you for spying on her?
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Okay, you win.
I'm
Yeah,
culpable
there's-
for not respecting boundaries.
Yeah, that is something we can get him by. So it's kind of weird that we like kind of commit to options. Like the game doesn't signal
So,
what's
was there
conversation
really someone on the roof?
and what's option, right?
We've been gone for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
And we're right back to this conversation about the
But he was
roof.
faster than me. I couldn't get my hands on him.
A fast spy and a slow detective. This must be my lucky day.
Great. There we go. Okay, now we can go back to getting
Now you
clues.
can smell her. I mean, normal
Big,
sense
bright
powers to
eyes.
have.
Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup.
Oh, that's a freaky tracking shot.
Yeah, makeup in fur, too. Oof.
Yeah.
Nice and steady heartbeat.
Camera.
The heart, you can hear it by looking at someone's chest.
Yeah, the heart is what was being framed there.
I saw you arguing with a guy named Cassidy. What did he want?
Remember the fight that needs to take place in order to save this gym?
Well, Cassidy manages Yale's rival, Stone, the reigning champion.
If Bobby doesn't show up, he'll lose money. Maybe not a lot, but enough to care.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
So I definitely think that guy, Cassidy, was the last guy out of the gym, the one that was panting.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to take a look inside that safe now. Could you give me the combination?
I'd love to help you, but my mother's birthday used to be the combination, but I already tried it.
Huh.
They changed the combination.
So what I think is actually happening is that Yale and Sonya, or not Yale and Sonya, Cassidy and Sonya worked to rig the game, and her father probably found out and didn't agree with her.
A happy family?
The tail.
Yeah.
What animal is the Statue of Liberty?
I couldn't get a good read on it. That's weird. All right.
I'm also not clear on tail rules. Like, Blacksad doesn't have a tail, does he?
I don't know. Is it just in his pants? That's a really
Dunn
weird
kept
animation.
files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
Let's see.
Interesting.
Does Blacksad have a tail?
Let's go downstairs and talk to the goat again.
So I think
if
there's
we
just an
can.
inconsistency in the comic that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't remember at all. No, I didn't want to read that. I wanted to see the thing that was right next to me.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the panel where the hyena plays the guitar for that little kid, and no one in that entire scene has a tail. And I've never seen Blacksad have a tail, but that one, the Arctic fox that fucks, has a giant tail.
Yeah,
very
it's a
obviously.
big fluffy
in
one.
that frame. And so it's just, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm definitely seeing some shots of Blacksad's backside where he's not wearing his trench coat and he does not have a tail.
That's fucked up. Who would ever want to live in a furry universe and not
It's
have a
weird,
tail?
right?
It's wrong.
Like some characters just have tails and some characters just don't have tails. It makes me think that one of the only times I think I remember a tail would have been a mistake, which makes it goofy that they made the Statue of Liberty have a tail.
Yeah.
in this game. I think that whenever somebody has a tail in Blacksad comic, it's basically a mistake. Because I think it almost never happens.
It just doesn't feel right that he hung himself, and I'm kind of frustrated that what I was saying earlier is that the game just kind of commits you to options. So like when I was talking to Weekly, I picked the option he hung himself because I wanted to like interrogate that question, right? Like this is what the case claims,
you were
that
like,
he hung
you were
himself
like,
and died.
Instead, you were committing as Blacksad forever that he definitely hung himself.
Yes, so it's like written in my journal now that that's what happened. Let's go back up and talk to Sonya again, this time about her not loving her father. We're just gonna be hard asses about it.
Yeah, you're about to press X to doubt. There's something uncanny about that cat's face in that painting.
It is really weird.
Dunn's room had quite a view.
It's such a weird noose. This is really everything about this scene looks really strange.
Yeah, the noose looks too small.
It looks too small and too high up.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
I think it's high up because they strung him up.
Yeah, I think he got strung up. One thing I wanted to check is just if the voice language is any better if we put it in Spanish. I won't play with it in Spanish, but I just want to see.
This is text.
This will be a fun thing. Oh, oops. I don't speak Spanish. Aplicar Camiros or
Quick,
something.
put the voice in Spanish and the text in Japanese.
Here we go. Okay, voice Espanol. Let's see how this sounds. I want to get like one scene with voice, like with lip syncing that I can see to see how it looks.
¿Encuentra algo en esos documentos?
No. El trabajo de investigación lleva tiempo. Como quizás sepa.
It looks slightly more lip synced in Spanish, but I can't tell. We would need to have a conversation with someone.
Yeah, I don't know how to judge whether Spanish is voice acted well or not.
Yeah, me neither. Someone in the stream chat tell us if the Spanish voice acting is better.
I want to hear him laugh.
You
just came over to hold his bag and he just stared at you until you left away, until you walked away silently.
Oh, I'm just gonna lockpick all sorts of these just randomly. What? Arctic Nation, look.
Oh, yeah, that's them. That's the one fox that has a tail.
Yeah, the one in the one right next to the polar bear. These are the bad guys.
Who is hanging this in their locker?
Leaders of the radical organization stand by Arthur Tucker, dog kneeling, one of 7 members arrested during the riots.
This is distressing. I know how all of those characters die.
Oh, Mr. Tucker, an amateur boxer, allegedly broke a police officer's jaw. Well,
they had
a
racist here.
We found a big clue.
El orgulloso sur. Huele a pintura.
Oh.
Red paint.
So now we know who the paint guy is. All right, let's try to put these together. See if we can get some more voice acting.
I was not expecting this much Arctic Nation to come up.
Yeah.
There's like weird foreshadowing. Oh wait, this takes place after Arctic Nation?
After Arctic Nation, yep.
So everyone else in that photo is dead by now.
Yes. Nope. Can't get anything out of that. Let's investigate the crime scene again, maybe. Just take a look.
Now I'm nervous. How many more prompts are there everywhere? This is like a peeled open locker. What's up with that?
Just stuff.
So they stole whatever was in it, but what's the name? Ah,
it was Joey something. I can't look at it again. It looked like it said like Joey Mulholney, something like that.
Because it looks like they pried it open to take everything out.
Yeah.
El cerebro supremacista no guarda espacio para menudencias como el sentido común o, ya puestos, la ortografía. Pero este cultísimo escritor reparó en que había cometido un pequeño error, lo borró y mejoró sensiblemente el mensaje.
Interesting.
Oh, that is listed as a clue, so you need to inspect it.
Oh, we have a
more
new
thorough
deduction.
Toaster.
We did it. Well, we couldn't investigate it earlier. Now we can investigate it because it's the red paint. It's not blood. We got the red paint clue. Why does they have a picture of Blacksad's girlfriend?
Yeah.
To my favorite bodyguard. Oh, this is Jake.
It's his. Yeah, it's the gorilla's locker.
Demasiado pronto para pasar página.
Oh, so...
Jake. Dame una sola razón para que no te haga una cara nueva. ¿Qué se te ha perdido en mi taquilla?
Tengo que investigar. Soy detective.
Sí, pero también eres mi amigo. O eso creía.
Friend is a strong word for him.
Que te den, John.
So interesting. So yeah, I do think that the voice acting is actually lip synced to Spanish. That's what it looked like to me.
That makes sense.
But we're
the
doing a Let's
localization
play,
to
so.
English is outsourced.
Yeah. Because I mean, the comic's original language is Spanish, and the game's developers are Spanish. But
yeah, it makes sense. From what I remember, I think when I watched the first trailer for this game and then a later trailer for this game, the voice actor had changed in English too.
That's all I get.
Yeah, that seems kind of important, Blacksad.
Yeah.
But I've gotten used to it, but this voice actor was a shock when he became the voice actor.
Yeah,
he's got a
he
very
definitely
specific,
sounds
odd kind of
like
voice.
older as well than I kind of expected.
Yeah.